Yoga is for the mind and its ability to connect deeply to your true core self. Hello, my name is Anna. Welcome back to my virtual yoga studio. Have you ever felt stuck in life, unable to let go of your past, clinging to some future ideal? Overcome with emotions of shame and guilt, the second chakra might be out of balance. Join me for a second chakra short balancing practice. Second chakra is located in the lower abdominal area. It governs fluids in the body and everything that has to do with mobility, joints in general, and hips and sacrum in particular. You can start on your back with the sacrum on the ground and the breath traveling smoothly and deeply into the lower belly. On the inhale, tilt the pelvis forward. On the exhale, tilt the pelvis back. Move fluidly with your breath, back and forth, arching the low back and imprinting it into the floor. By inviting this fluidity into the breath and movement, you are awakening the energy of the second chakra. Allow the movement to be languid, sensual, as the second chakra also governs sexuality and reproductive organs. A well-balanced second chakra will allow you to enjoy life without the feelings of guilt and shame. For the next movement, imagine that your pelvis is a bowl and you're rolling an apple along the rim of it as you move the pelvis in a circular movement on one single exhale. Use your abdominals as you circle the pelvis around on the floor, first in one direction, then in the other. Allow the movement and the breath to be very smooth, inhaling in neutral pelvis in place. If our second chakra is out of balance, we can develop problems with the sacrum and sciatica, and our hips can become either too tight or too open, making us prone to injury. After about 3 times to each side, hug your knees into chest and give them a good squeeze, pulling your belly in and up and pressing the top of the sacrum into the floor. Then hold on either behind the knees, by the ankles, or the soles of the feet, and lifting the shins vertical, guide the knees down toward the armpits for happy baby pose. Relax, and from the inside, tilt the pelvis forward. Then releasing the feet down, open the knees out to the sides into the bound angle pose. Start in neutral pelvis, and on the exhale, firm the lower ribs, the lower belly, and then bring the knees toward each other. Pull up the perineum floor deeply. On the inhale, release as you open the knees, coming back into neutral. Repeat a few times, inviting gradual, incremental engagement of the abdominals, and also the fullest engagement of the abdominals, not only on the outside, but also deep on the inside, with the perineum floor pulling in and up. This should be done in a wave-like, fluid fashion. Doing it this way helps to connect the second chakra to the third above it with the abdominal engagement and to the one below it with the perineum floor, integrating it into the whole of your energetic body. When you're ready to rest, stay in Baddha Konasana, allowing the breath to penetrate deeply from the diaphragm all the way to the perineum. Then move into child's pose, with your knees rather wide apart so the belly and hips can release down. Then come into all fours and move into cat and cow. Inhale as you arch, exhale as you round, articulating the spine vertebra by vertebra and allowing the pelvis to move freely in the hip joints. This movement is balancing to all the chakras, but if you focus on fluidity in particular, it talks directly to the second chakra. Next time you exhale into cat, allow your pelvis to move in a circular movement as before on the floor, but this time you will have more amplitude to the movement, squeezing side ribs on the exhale and then rounding the back and moving to squeeze the other side. You're really awakening and churning the energy in your entire abdominal pelvic area, moving the spine like a jump rope. After about 3 to each side, shift back into child's pose and rest. Next, as you move from downward facing dog into an upward facing dog and back again, focus on the cat and dog tilt of the pelvis. Rounding the back as you move into plank, pull the belly in strongly as you transition into upward facing dog. And then vertebra by vertebra, with your upper back moving first, transition into downward facing dog again, like a wave coming onto the shore. The spine articulating with breath flowing smoothly. The way to unlock the energy of the second chakra is to focus on the transitions between poses. In yoga, instead of focusing on the goal pose, focus on how you get there, on all the transitions. This will allow you to also move more fluidly through life. Often we feel stuck because our second chakra is out of balance. With our yoga practice, we can release this energy and feel happier, more free. To finish your practice, do a hip opening sequence. For example, you can sit with your legs out wide in Upavishta Konasana. Learn to tilt forward in the pelvis from the hip joints, keeping the front body long and open. Root down evenly through both sitting bones as you fold over your right leg. You can reach your left arm over to any place on the right leg to lengthen the side ribs on the left side. As you switch sides, remember to keep your belly firmly in to maintain stability in the sacrum. And then finally, hinging from the hips, fold forward, rooting the backs of the thighs into the earth. You can grab onto your big toes if you can reach them, and lengthen the front of the body. Breathe. And then finish your practice with Shavasana, integrating the energy of the second chakra into your energetic body. If you're interested in more yoga like this, go to my website, havemat.com, where you can purchase my new yoga DVDs. Namaste.